Yo, what's up? I'm back with another pixel art tutorial series, and this time I'm going to be doing a pixel art tutorial series of my not war turtle, I meant to say Blastoise pixel art that I made roughly 2-3 years ago, something like that. It's one of the more recent pixel arts-ish, and this was not made 4 years ago. One of those pixel arts that was not made 4 years ago. It was made roughly 3 years ago or something like that. So, yeah, let's get started on the blocks that we're going to need for the pixel art. And they are the black concrete, the packed ice, the light blue concrete, the blue concrete, the snow block, the white concrete, the light gray concrete powder, the cyan terracotta, the block of redstone, the red wool, the red terracotta, the nether brick, the nether brick, the white terracotta, and then the light gray terracotta. Alright, so I'll fly back, so you can see that these are all the blocks they're going to need for the pixel art. Go ahead and pause if you need to just to compare. Alright, so now you can go ahead and go over to the center block we should have already placed. It should be, you just place it wherever you want, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this pixel art really isn't that tall, so it doesn't really matter. It's like 180 blocks tall or something like that. If you don't count the first 4 layers, it's about 176. So, starting on the right side of the base number, not the base number, the center block here, starting here, I'm going to count all the way up to the number 26. And once you've reached the number 26, you're going to be breaking the grass block, that's number 26. You're going to be placing a placement block on top, not on top, I'm going to be placing a placement block in the ground, just like this. Go ahead and pause the video now if you need to just compare. Because now we're going to go and start on the right side. So starting from here, we're going to count all the way up to the number 57. 57. Oh no, 47. That's actually 57. 47. Not 57. So starting from the right side of this right base number, starting from here, we're going to count all the way up to number 47. And once you reach the number 47, you're going to be placing a placement block on top of the ground, just like this. So pause the video now if you need to just to compare. Because now we're going to go back to the center block. And this time we're going to start on the left side of the center block. So starting from here, I'm going to count all the way up to the number 73. And once you reach the number 73, you're going to be placing a placement block on top of the ground, just like this. Go ahead and pause the video now if you need to just to compare. Because right now we're just about to get started on the pixel art. We're going head back to the right base number here. So we're starting on top of the placement block. I'm going to start from there. We're going to switch to our black concrete, and we're going to be placing, for the first blocks here, 5 blocks going horizontal to the right, I think. Let me see. No, it's 4 blocks. 4 blocks going horizontal to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Alright, now place 2 sets of 3s going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 2 sets of 3s. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. And then 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 2 sets of 2s. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And then place 3 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And starting from the middle block of these 3 blocks, starting from here, I'm going to be placing 2 blocks to the right. That's 2 blocks. So that's 1, 2. Alright, starting on the right block of these 2 here. From here, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 blocks. And place 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And then 3 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And starting from the right side, the middle block of these 3 blocks here. Starting from the right side, we're placing 4 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4 blocks. Now starting on top of the 4th block, that's going diagonal. That's going down to the right. Starting on top of it. From here, we're going to be placing, 10 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 blocks going horizontal to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 blocks. It should look like this. Alright, let's go back to the 4 blocks going diagonal. So from here, we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then 3 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 blocks. And place 5 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 blocks. And to finish this off, place 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. It should make contact with the first block that's going diagonal from the 4 blocks there. So it should look like this. Alright. So now that you've done that, we're going to go over to the right side. We're going to go over to the right block of the 12 here. So starting from here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to right. That's 1, 2, 3. And place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to right. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And to finish this off, not to finish this off, we're gonna be placing 2 blocks up to the right for the very right side of the pixel art. So that's 1, 2, and it should look like this. So before we continue on, we're gonna fly directly underneath the 2 blocks that we just placed. We're gonna look down without moving left or right. We're gonna be dropping straight down. It should be landing on the placement block that you just placed on the very beginning of this tutorial part. If you have landed on it, you're doing everything correctly so far. If you haven't, tried to see where you may have gone wrong. So let's go ahead and get the placement block there. So let's go back to the 2 here. So from here, we're going to be placing 1 block up to the left. That's 1. So we're switching sides now. So we're going to place 3 sets of 2s, so horizontal upper level to left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And then place 7 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's go to 7 placement blocks. Alright. Now place 2 blocks up to the left. That's 1, 2. And put an extra block to the left side of these 2 blocks here. So place 1 there. And put 2 below it. And then put an additional 3 on top. That's 1, 2, 3. And place a connected 2 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2. And saying from the same, 8 blocks here? Actually, no, it's 7. So from the top here, top block, again, we'll be placing 3 blocks up to the left, but it's connected. So that's 1, 2, 3. So it should look like this. I'm going to go ahead and mark the top block of these 3 here in the bottom here. We're going to basically fly a little bit down here and find these 3 blocks here. We're going to go ahead and mark that a little bit for right now. And same thing with the bottom of the 7 there. So let's go ahead and mark that. And we're also going to mark the top block of these other 3 here. Let's go ahead and do that now. So I'll fly back, as you can see that it should be looking like this. Alright, I'm also going to mark the top block of these 3 here. They're connected to these 7 here. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, once you've done that, I'm going to go over to here. From here, we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. Now place 3 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2. And then 2 sets of 3s went up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. And then place, actually no, it's not 2 sets of 3. Yeah, it is 2 sets of 3s. Okay, I was just making sure. Alright. Now place 4 blocks went up to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now place, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're placing 11 blocks up to the right next. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 blocks. Let's go to the placement block. Alright, now place a connected 7 blocks going up to the left. That's a connected 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And mark the top block of these 7 here. Go and do that now. Alright, once you've done that, we're going to go over to the right side. We're going to go over to the second to last block of these 10 here. Not 10, 11. Let's go over to the right block of the 10th block here, the right side. We're going to be placing 12 blocks on top. 12 blocks going up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 blocks. Alright. From here, we're going to be placing 4 blocks up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place 3 blocks up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And place 2 sets of 2s up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place a connected 2 blocks up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then place 3 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then a connected 2 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2. And starting from the middle block of these 3 blocks here. So on the left side, place 2 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2. And mark that block there. Go ahead and do that now. Alright. Now from this block right here, we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then 4 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. It should look like this. Alright, so now from here, we're gonna switch this. We're gonna switch sides again by placing 2 sets of 3s up to the left. That's 2 sets of 3s. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. And then 2 blocks up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 3 blocks up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna go ahead and repeat this exact pattern right here. I just highlighted. Let's go and do that 3 more times. Oh, not 3 more times. 1 more time. That's 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, just like that. Alright. And place 4 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 4 sets of 2s. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets of 2s. Let's go and place some blocks. Alright, now place 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going up to the left again. That's 1. And then 3 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go ahead and mark the bottom block of these 3 blocks here. So go ahead and do that now. Go ahead and mark that. Alright. Now place a connected, or not connected, place 2 sets of 3s going up to the right from the top block here. That's 1, 2, 3. 1 and 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. And place 5 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And starting from the second to last block, there's 5 here. On the left side, place 2 blocks going diagonal, not to left. That's 1 and 2. That's 2 blocks. Alright, now once you've done that, we're going to go back to the top block of the 5 here. From here, we're going to be placing a connected 6 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then 3 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, and 3. There's 3 blocks going diagonal. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. And place 5 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll fly back so you can see that everything should be looking exactly like this so far. It looks nothing like Blastoise so far, but it definitely will look like Blastoise at the end. So, let's go back to the 5 here. From the left block of the 5 here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks on horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2. And place 2 blocks going diagonal down to left. That's 1 and 2. That's 2 blocks. And then 2 blocks going down to left. That's 1, 2. And place 6 blocks going down to left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Now from the second block of the 6, we're going to put 1 block to the left. And we'll go back to the bottom block of the 6. We're going to go over to the second to the last block. So on the left side, place 5 blocks going down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And starting on the bottom block of the 5, on the left side, place 2 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2. And starting the right block of these 2 blocks here, from here, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So now that you've done that, we're going to go ahead and mark the bottom block of the 6 here. Go and do that now. Mark the bottom block there of these 6 here. And same thing with the left block of these 2 blocks here. I just chose place. Go and do that now. And then same thing with the bottom block of these 4 here, underneath the right block of those 2 blocks there. So it should look like this. Alright, so now that you've done that, we're going to go back to this 1 block that's hanging out from the left side of these, the second block of the 6 blocks here. From here, place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. Alright, I'm going to place 1 block, not 1 block, 2 blocks going diagonal up to left actually. That's 1 and 2. It's 2 blocks. Alright, mark the left block of the second set of 2 sets of 2s here. Mark that right now. I'm going to go back to that another point, another time I should say. Alright, let's go back to this block here. We're going to be placing 4 sets of 2s going horizontal upper level to left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets of 2s. Let's go place some blocks. And place 3 blocks going horizontal upper level to left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then place 4 blocks going horizontal upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And start on top of the left block, these 4 here. Start from here, place 1 block on top. So that's 1. Alright. So now that you've done that, we're going to go ahead and mark the left block, these 4 here. So I just placed. Go ahead and do that now. Mark that. Alright. So now from there we're going to be placing from the top block of this block here. Or from this block right here, I should say. We're going to be placing 3 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then place 6 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to bring it back up to the left by placing 3 blocks up to the left. That's 3 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And then 6 blocks going horizontal upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to bring it back down a little bit by placing 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Now place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And place 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. So on top of the left block, these 2 here, I should say. On top, place 1 block and put 1 below it as well. So go ahead and do that. And it should look like this. Should look like a sideways C shape. Alright. So now we're going to go back to the top of these 3 here, technically. So from here, we're going to be placing 4 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets of 2s. Just going to place some blocks. Alright, now place 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And for the very top of the pixel art, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll fly back a bit so you can see that everything should be looking exactly like this so far. Go ahead and fly back, and it should look like this. Alright, let's go back to the foot here. So from the foot here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks on horizontal on the lower level to the left. So we're going down again. So that's 1, 2, 3. At least for a little bit. Alright, now place 4 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets of 2s. Alright, starting on the left block of these 2 blocks here, the 4th set here, we're gonna put 1 below it, and we're gonna put 1 on top. So it should look like this. And I'm gonna put 1 to the left of the top block, So it should look like this. Alright, now place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Alright, now place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And then place 8 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 blocks going diagonal. Let's go place some blocks. Alright, now place 5 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And starting from the 3rd block, or basically the middle set, the center of this 5 here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going down. That's 1, 2. So it should look like this. Alright, go back to the bottom block of the 5 here. From here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then place 1 block going down to the left. That's 1. And place 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put 1 block below the 2nd block of the 5 here. Place 1 there. And then put an additional, 10 blocks on top. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, it's 11. An additional 11 on top. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 blocks. Alright. Now, we're going to be finishing this ear by placing 7 blocks on up the right. At least we're going to start finishing it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, and to finish this ear, we're going to be placing 8 blocks, I believe. Actually, no, it's 9 blocks going horizontal upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 blocks, and it should look like this. It should be in contact with the left block of those 2 blocks. So everything should be looking like this so far. Go ahead and pause if you need to. Let's go back to 5 here. So from here, on the left side, left block here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. That's 2 blocks. And then 4 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4 blocks. Alright, now place 4 sets of 2s. Not 4 sets, 3 sets of 2s going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. So let's place some blocks. And place 4 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 blocks. And then place 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2. And then place 8 blocks going diagonal down to right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 blocks going diagonal. Let's go replace some blocks. Alright. Actually, no, it's not 8. It's 4. It's actually 4 blocks going diagonal. Oh my god. Okay, so it should look like this. It's 4 blocks going diagonal, not 8. Alright. So now once you've done that, I'm actually going to mark the 4th block that's going diagonal. So go ahead and do that now. Let's go back to the 2nd block of the 4 blocks going diagonal. From here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, and 3. That's 3 blocks going diagonal. And then place 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 3 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And place the 8 blocks going diagonal down to right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 blocks going diagonal. It should look like this. Alright, that was my mistake. Alright, so now we can go ahead and place one additional block to the right side of this block. So place one there, and put one on top, and put one below, and put one to the right of the bottom block. So it should look like this. Alright. So now place 3 blocks going diagonal down to right. That's 1, 2, and 3. 3 blocks. And put one to the right, and put one below the 3rd block. That's going diagonal. So it should look like this. Alright. So now we can go ahead and mark this block right here and this block right here. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Mark those 2. And same thing with the corner here, these 3 here. So go ahead and do that now. Mark those 3 blocks because we're not gonna focus on them. So let's go back to the bottom block here. From here, we're gonna be placing 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And actually no, we're gonna be placing 2 sets of 2s basically. So add an extra 2. That's 1, 2. And put one. Sorry for the bottom block. 2 blocks there. We're gonna be placing 1 block to the left and put 2 blocks to the right. So it should look like this. So that's 4 blocks. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and mark the right block these 4 here. So we're going to do that now. Mark the right block. All right. So for the left block of the 4 here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going diagonal down to left. That's 1 and 2. That's 2 blocks. And then 3 sets of 2s going down to left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And 5 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 blocks. And place 4 blocks going diagonal down to the left. Actually, no, 5 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 blocks going diagonal. And starting from the right side of the 4th block, that's going diagonal. From here, place 5 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And place a connected 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to right. That's 1, 2. And starting on top of the 4th block here. From here, place 2 blocks on top. That's 1, 2. And fill this empty space with the black concrete. Alright. So starting from the top of these 2 blocks here on the right side, we're going to be placing 5 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 blocks, so make sure it's 5. Yeah, good. Alright, so I mark the right block of these 4 here. There's 5, I should say. Go ahead and do that. Same thing with these 2 blocks that are hanging down here. So I'm going to do that now. Alright, so let's go back to these 5 blocks going diagonal here. From here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And then place 4 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 2 blocks. That's 1, 2. And mark the right block of these 2 blocks here that I just placed. We'll go ahead and do that now. Let's go back to the left block of these 2 blocks here. From here, place 6 blocks going down to the left. That's 6 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 blocks. And starting from the bottom block of 6 here, we'll put 1 block to the left of the bottom block. So it should look like this. And then from the bottom block of the 6 here, we're going to put a marker on the bottom block of the 6. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, let's go back to this block right here that's hanging out to the left. We'll be placing 4 blocks going down to the left for the very left side of the pixel art. I think so. Yeah, it's the very left side of the pixel art. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you've done that, we're going to fly directly underneath the 4 blocks that I just placed here. Without moving left or right, you're going to be dropping all the way down to the placement block that you placed on the very beginning of this tutorial part. If you have, you're doing everything correctly so far. But if you haven't, try it to see where you've gone wrong. So let's go ahead and get rid of the place and block. We don't need it anymore. So we're just basically doing the entire outlaying in this part. I don't think we're going to do anything else. So let's go back to these 4 here. From the bottom block of the 4 here. From here, we're going to continue by placing 2 blocks going down to right. That's 1, 2. And then 3 blocks going diagonal down to right. That's 1, 2, and 3. That's 3 blocks. And then place 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, start underneath the 3rd block, or the middle block of these 5 here. Place 2 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2. And we're gonna put a marker on the right side of these right block of these 5 here. So put a marker there. Let's go back to these 2 blocks here that are hanging down. So here, we're gonna be placing a connected 2 blocks on horizontal on the lower level to right. That's 1, 2. And place 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to right. Actually, no, 2 sets of 3s. That's 2 sets of 3s, actually. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. Starting on top of the right block, these 3 here. Put 1 block on top and put 2 to the right. So basically, we're basically placing a connected 3. Except we're gonna put extra 2 blocks on top of the middle block here. So that's 1, 2. It should look like this. Let's go ahead and mark the top block here, these 2. And same thing with the right block of these connected 3 here. So go ahead and do that now. It should look like this. Let's go back to these 3 here. These 3 here. So let's go back to the right block. Underneath the right block, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going down. That's 1, 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now place 3 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 blocks. And place 4 sets of 2s going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. 4 sets of 2s. My bad. I meant 4 sets of 2s. There we go. All right. Now place 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2. And then place 4 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4 blocks going diagonal. And place 2 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1 and 2. And to mark the top block, these 2 blocks here. Go and do that now. Let's go back to these 4 diagonal here. From here, place 4 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And then this is the left knee we're starting to do now. Alright, so now place 2 sets of 2s going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place 7 blocks going down to the left. 7 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to bring it back to the right by placing 2 sets of 2s going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place 2 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1 and 2. That's 2 blocks. And place, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks. So I want to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. Yeah, it's 10 blocks. Place 10 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks. Alright, starting from the second block of the 10, we're going to put 1 block to the right and mark that block that we just placed. Let's go back to the bottom block of the 10. On the left side, put an additional 2 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2. And then put an additional 7 to the right of it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And mark the right block of the 7 here that we just placed. And just go back to these 3 here, or these 2, I should say. So from here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And then place 6 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 blocks going diagonal. Let's go to place some blocks. And place 3 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Alright, now place 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. And for the lowest part of one of the toes, I should say, one of the toes, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now place not 2 sets, it's just 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 blocks. And then 5 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now place 6 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 blocks. Let's go ahead and mark the right block of the 6 here. And we're going to switch back to black concrete and start underneath the second to last block of the 6. place 2 blocks going down. That's 1, 2. And 3 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. Alright, and now place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you've done that, we're going to switch to the placement block. Now the placement block starting underneath these four black concretes that are going horizontal. We're going to put 1 block underneath one of these blocks here. So that's 1. And it should be making contact with the ground just like that. If it does make contact, you're doing everything correctly so far. If it hasn't, try to look back and see what you might have gone wrong. If it's like 2, or if it's 0, then you might have gone wrong, something wrong. So let's go ahead and give it a placement block and go back to this 4 here. So from these 4, we're going to be placing 3 sets of 3s going horizontal on the upper level to right. That's is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 3s. That's basically 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. All right. So now place 3 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And starting from the top block, these 3 here, I'm going to put a marker on the top block. And starting from the middle block, these 3 here, the right side, place 4 blocks to the right. Actually, no. I can just place 4 sets of 3s going horizontal. 3 sets of 4s, I should say. 3 sets of 4s going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. That's 3 sets of 4s. Just like that. Alright, now we're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're placing 14 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to right next. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 14 blocks. Alright, let's go back to the third block of the 14 on top. Place 1 block, that's 1. And place 4 blocks laying diagonal up to right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, now place 1 block, not 1 block, 2 blocks laying up to the right. That's 1, 2. And put 1 block to the right block, or to the right side of these 2 blocks, the bottom block. So place 1 there. And place 5 blocks laying diagonal down to right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It should be in contact with the right block, on top of the right block of this, the 14 there, so it should look like this. Let's go back to 2 blocks up. From here, place 4 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. Then 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. Then 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then from the, I'm going to go ahead and mark the left block of these 3 here. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Let's go back to the right block of the 3. From here, place 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 blocks. And place 2 sets of 5s going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. That's 2 sets of 5s. Let's go to the placement blocks. Starting on top of the right block of these, the second set of 2 sets of 5s here. Put 1 on top. Let's go ahead and mark the top block of this 1 block that I had you just placed. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Let's go back to the 2 sets of 5s. From here, place 4 sets of 2s going on to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets of 2s. Starting from the bottom block of these 2 here. From here, place 4 blocks going diagonal down to right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 blocks. Alright. Let's go back to the 4 sets of 2s here. From here, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 blocks. Alright. Now place 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1 and 2. Actually, no, 3 blocks going down to the left, actually. So there's 3 blocks. And put 1 to the left of the bottom block of the 3. And then put an additional 3 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And place 7 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, and put 1 on top of the right block. And put 1 below. So just like that is. And put 1 to place 2 blocks up to right from the top block. That's 1, 2. It should make in contact with the 4 blocks going diagonal, so it should look like this. Let's go back to the bottom block. From here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going diagonal down to right. That's 1, 2, and 3. That's 3 blocks. And to finish this off, place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to right. That is 1 and 2. It should be in contact with the 4 blocks there, had you just placed. And we're going to go ahead and mark the top block of these 2 blocks here. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to go ahead and fly it back, so you can see that everything should be looking like this. Oh boy, this felt like a long pixel art tutorial part, but we managed to do the entire outlining of the pixel art. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead. That pretty much sums up the tutorial, part 1 of this tutorial series, I should say. This pretty much sums it up. So yeah, I basically did the entire outlining. I'm very proud of it. I'm honestly, hopefully it's gonna take like 3 or 4 parts at least. Hopefully it doesn't take 5 parts. Probably will, but I don't know. I can't really have any guesses of how many parts this will take. Probably about 3 parts or 4 parts, most likely, because this is a pretty simple pixel art in terms of detailing. But outlining, not so much. Still a lot more outlining to do, obviously. And yeah, I will do part 1 of Greninja right after this. So yeah, go ahead and you can go ahead. So you can go ahead and pause. So yeah. Remember to eat your greens, stay healthy, stay hydrated. You guys know Giovanna. Remember to stay tuned for part 1 of Greninja later on today. Hopefully, anyways. Might end up having to do it tomorrow. It depends really on how late it is whenever I get this video out. So, go ahead and pause. Remember to eat your greens now. And peace.